Hey, welcome back once again to the Murphy table. This would essentially be part 3 of my Operation Barbarossa discussions with you guys. This one shouldn't take too long, but I just wanted to share some things that maybe you could do to help your enjoyment of the game. So one of the things that we talked about earlier was your order sheet to keep track of your units. So instead of writing everything down and keeping track of these 10, 20 cards per person, you can just write your units down and their orders on an order sheet. But here's something else. This is kind of a visual thing for me to help put the game in perspective. Because the game represents the units in platoons, and these are a company of guys, I just want to show you something really neat. First thing I did was I bought new markers, and I'll show you why. The markers that come with the game, perfect. They're dry erase markers, and it's nice. They included dry erase markers, they included little wipe-off pads. This game comes with everything you need to play, and it's fantastic, and it's not very fine tip. So when I'm writing on stuff, the numbers are sometimes kind of blow. I mean, it's cool, it works, it's functional. But here's the thing. I went and bought these ultra fine tipped dry erase. I mean, you don't have to, but let me show you why I got these. Because the game plays at that platoon and company level size, you can write for your unit like 1. This is tank platoon 1. You can do it that way. So let me show you what I did one day for my son. And I just left a number 3 here on this infantry as a comparison. But this is what I did. This is why I need ultra fine tip. So instead of just saying that's infantry division 1, I put on their little flag something like this. Yeah, like that. This is just a rough showing here, but here's what I did. So now instead of pushing around Unit 1, I'm actually pushing around the 1st Battalion Alpha Company of Pioneers. What? You have just now totally changed your immersion level into the game. Problem is, when I write that on the card, with that big fat marker, it's hard to write 1st Battalion Alpha Company. So, so the ultra fine tip just makes it easier to write cool conventions like this, which I will do if I play with, you know, say someone other than my kid, because my kid was like, why would you do that? Just put a 1. But you're not understanding, you know. And when you do a platoon, you know, you can put, you know, 1st Battalion Alpha Company, you know, 1st Platoon. You know, you can put a hierarchical structure into your game now, and that will help add into some of your immersion. So that's a tip. Like I said, these tips will go good. But isn't that just so much cooler? Look, you're not just shooting at Unit 1, you're shooting at the 1st Battalion Alpha Company. It's awesome. Loved it. My son didn't like it. Here's the other thing I did. The game, as far as the models, we talked about models, the game comes with a great symmetry, meaning they include a tank. Like, well, I don't have the models out, but like it comes with a German Panzer III and a Panzer II. So it comes with a T-34 for the Russians, and I didn't bring the Russian anti-tank gun out, but it comes with an anti-tank gun, a Russian tank, and it came with like 2 German tanks, Panzer II, Panzer III. So there's symmetry there, but it's not balanced, meaning there was no anti-tank guns for these guys, and they only came with 1 tank. Another example. The Germans had a Pioneer squad, but the Russian side didn't. But the Russians had an anti-aircraft gun. That's because they gave a Stuka to the Germans. So like there's balance, you know. Give one side a plane, give the other guy anti-aircraft gun. But I mean, there was symmetry there. But you know, I wanted to have a plane and for both sides, you know, so they can both play with the rules. So this one is kind of more of an expensive tip. So my tip for you, to give some good balance so both sides feel like they have equal stuff, is just pick up the few missing things. And there wasn't much. Really, all you had to purchase was a Sturmovik model. This is the early war Sturmovik, which is still awesome. So now your Russians will have air power. Pick up your Russian engineer platoon. I took off the extra minesweeper dudes, so I just have a guy cutting wood, and here's ammo carrier man. But picked up a Russian pioneer squad. I guess I don't call them pioneers, but picked up their sapper squad. Then I bought the German anti-tank weapon. So now my Germans have a little anti-tank gun, and the detail on there is awesome. You got a guy holding barrels, they're slamming rounds into the breech. It's great. And then last thing is I got them their German, anti-aircraft gun, which again is just, let's see if that, I don't know if that's focusing for you, but again, great detail on there. And so now with those 4 purchases, I have equal things on both sides. There's now symmetry, there's now balance, and it actually does make the game fun, because as we're picking units, it doesn't matter what somebody picks, then you have a counterpart. So it's fun that way. So I'll wrap that up. Like I said, I just want to share a few extra things that adds to the enjoyment of your base game. And if you have any other tips that you use for the game, go ahead, share them. But I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Bye.